Petitioner! You've slain the feral retriever, then you have rid us of a terrible menace and saved many who have come to us for a different salvation. 1,500 gil on the hunting crossbow. Hunting crossbow, you say? That ups his attack power. Oh, by a pretty substantial margin. And you have the possible license for it, too. Sure. Increasing magic power when HP critical means increasing his damage when HP critical. Defense when HP critical. You're our tank, so... Or our consistent tank, at least. Let's try the hunting crossbow. See how it do. Also, traveling merchant. Slasher? Slasher looks to be the only weapon that... Oh, no, sledgehammer, 6,000. Sold 1,000 pieces of loot. Huh. Sheesh, look at the money we're getting. Being a hunter is profitable. Bizarre goods. Borax. Sure. Francesca. Ooh. Francesca. Survival set. Why not? 12. Hey. Red cap with matching armor. Red cap and brigandine. And let's see if Balthier can equip Francesca. To 88. Axes and hammers 5. Oh my god, Balthier. For Jonette. That's the upgrade of the century for you. Right? Because he doesn't need the sledge. Yeah, the sledgehammer is a downgrade for him now. Shielded armor. Yes, let's get shielded armor for here. He's gonna stick with us. He needs shields next. That's his next big upgrade. And supposedly we have one. That might be... Yeah, that's... We don't have it equipped. We just have one in our inventory. On hit sap. Ooh. One's mace. Mace is 1. Burning bow. Bow's 5. Oh, oh, I forgot. Start going monkey noises on this thing. Where is... Bow's 5. Burning bow. My god. Swiftness. magic potency. Rand's about to get a massive upgrade. Swiftness. Oh, I love swiftness! Okay, equip. Fran. Bow. Oh, that's a big jump. Red Cap and Brigandine, too. Bada bing. What else can I say? But bada bing. That's, your best in-slot. No? Okay. Monk's Garb is probably your best in-slot, then. No one uses this anymore, no one uses this garbage anymore, no one uses this anymore. By the Bazaar, Monk's Garb. Headband! What did I think? Brandon's optimized. Best in-slot plus, things we can't even buy. Need to sleep. Why not? Nope. Probably get Darkra. Okay, let's continue. We got two really good ranged characters now. Actually, yeah, he just got the hunting crossbow. So now we've got 3 characters with like absurdly good weapons that are technically like a tier or 2 higher than what we can buy. What's going on here? There's enough for all. Please, no pushing. Oh, hey, you're feeding the hungry. What are you doing up here, sir? Up from here are the temple grounds. Never been myself. They don't feed you up there. So you weren't curious? Ah, pilgrim, the temple grounds are ahead. Light, shine upon your path for You walked so long to get here, you might as well go up and check it once, right? Never mind, that looks like more than 7,000 steps. And I'm not going to High Hrothgar again. Only they had a teleport crystal up here. Hello. Welcome to Mount Baramis, holy mountain of the Kiltias. I ask why you've come to us? On pilgrimage, basically. I see, all are welcome here. At these temple grounds you will find the sanctum where Grand Kiltias Anastasis resides. Can't fly in Jagged, so I came by ship. But the view from here was worth the long journey. I'm no believer, but this place is impressive. Hello, strange acolyte. We cannot feed the refugees indefinitely, but we must give them means to feed themselves. If only one could magic foodstuffs. Is there anything on the mountain to be hunted? I mean, there's enemies, but I doubt we can, eat the monsters. Every day, we welcome more refugees seeking the protection of the Kiltias, and our capacity to feed and shelter them grows more strained. Building ahead is the main temple. Within you shall find the Hall of Light, where His Grace Anastasis presides. Yeah, see, like, you don't have farms here. You have the look of one who knows many techniques, but did you know that some techniques alter their range with different weapons? For instance, if I were you to use a soul eater upon a winged foe, a sword would not avail you, yet a bow would serve in good instead. Oh, hey! The grasp of the situation is essential to prevailing in combat. I didn't know that. The islands floating in the sky are said to be the remnants of the great sky continent shattered and fallen long ago. Ah, very pretty. Even now they bleed power, robbing airships of their buoyancy. Oh, huh. They float because they steal flotation from everything they can. Okay, let's continue to reach the Hall of Light, where presides His Grace Grand Kiltias Anastasis. Old and wise Numu elders teach us Kiltias, simply speaking with them is a revelation. Sleep is oft troubled of late. I pray 'tis merely the nerves of an old man. Like guide the path for The Kiltias live on gift of believers. In past, Abradia and Dalmasca too gave generously, but those days are no more. The elders are concerned about the future of our mountain. Are the ever-swelling caves of refugees a sign of more evil to come for all? Oh, hi, Viera! Alone. Leave me alone. The hearts of humans are weak. I dare not go close to them, lest mine grow weak as well. Alone? Rails, do not say such things. Very, very solitary people. What happened here? Mount Bur Omis is protected by the holy power of His Grace Grand Kiltias. Once long ago, a great worm filled with avarice sought to steal riches from our mountain, but His Grace drove it to Paramina. Worm philosopher, huh? I came to the Paramina Rift hoping to study a rare strain of worm known as the Viral. Sadly, I've been mostly disappointed. If not the Rift, where might it be? Probably in the Hellhole location with level 60s, I had to guess. Hi. Up the steps you'll find the Hall of Light where presides His Grace Anastasis. Ah, you are in Lord Lars's party, yes? The Grand Kiltias waits within. You shall find him through these doors. Alright, we're probably losing our fourth member after this. That's fine. It's completely fine. His Grace Anastasis awaits. His Grace Grand Kiltias is a dream sage. He has known of your coming for some time. Okay. Ooh. Very pretty set of grounds that you have here. And a very old man you have. On in the back.
Is he sleeping?
No, my child.
Whoa.
I do not sleep. I dream. For reality and illusion are a duality. Two parts of a whole.
Dear God, he's
Only
chiming.
the mirror of dreams reflects what is true.
Anastasis, Your Grace. I am
Lay
Ashelia.
down your words. Ashelia, daughter of Ramanas, I have dreamt your dream. Who better to carry on the Dalmascan line than she who bears the Dawn Shard? Your dream of a kingdom restored is known to me.
Grand Kiltius, then give us your blessing. Grant the Lady Ash her accession to the...
I do not suppose this is something you might reconsider. My little Emperor-in-waiting. You called and I have come.
This is the man I wanted you to meet. Believe it or not, he is a member of the noble house Margrace, rulers of the Rosarian Empire.
I am but one of very, very many. Try as I might, I could not stop this war alone. Thus, I came seeking Lars's assistance. Alcide Margrace at your service. To think I stand before the Lady Ash, it is truly an honor. I see it is true after all. Stunning is Dalmasca's desert bloom.
In Arcadia, Larsa. In Rosaria, Alcide. They dream not of war. Should Empire join with Empire, the way will open for a new Evilis in our time.
Grand Kiltius, you speak much of dreams, but in the real world, war is upon us.
Grand Kiltius, I was told my coming here would prevent this war. I was to assume my father's throne and announce the restoration of Dalmasca, treat with the Empire for peace, and persuade the Resistance to stay their hand. I have not come all this way to be asked to reconsider.
A word from you and the Resistance would stop cold, and Rosaria's pretext for joining the war scattered off to the four winds. This was what we had hoped. Alas, circumstances change. A full 2 years have passed since your reported death. Were it to become known you are still alive, I fear it could only worsen our current situation.
Because I am powerless to help.
Nay, in fact, it has little to do with you.
Then what? If Lady Ash were to extend her hand in friendship, perhaps I could then persuade the Emperor. His Excellency will solve things peacefully.
The Emperor Gramis is no more. His life was taken.
Father...
Oh well.
What possible cause could we have to lay hand on our Emperor?
A deception and an outrage! The Senate will not stand for this!
A viper amongst our senators?
With Chairman Gregoroth as its head. With what dignity remained him, he confessed to the poisoning and passed his own
A
sentence.
viper with many tails. Much of the Senate is culpable.
We had no choice but to strip the Senate of authority and assign powers of autocracy to myself until such time as order...
Spare me your lies! I see the serpent coiled here before me!
Grace, you speak too freely.
Zargabath! Do not tell me you join in this mama's farce!
With Rosaria poised to invade at any moment, our leader must have a free hand.
The once great House Solidor is now reduced to myself and my dear brother Larsa.
Surely you would not go so far. Vain Solidor! As Judge Magister and upholder of the law, I hereby place you under arrest.
You misunderstand. Vane did not make himself autocrat. It was the very Ministry of Law which you serve. Do you see it now, Drace? When you bared your sword at His Excellency, you bared your sword at the law.
You wear the mama's motley well, Bergen. Such strength. Inhuman.
Zargabath, take the Alexander. You will accompany Bergen and bring Larsa back to me.
Sire.
Your Excellency, Lord Larsa was placed under my charge.
Oh? Perhaps you mistook your orders then. I can see no other explanation for why you are reporting and conjecturing on my doings to my late father.
Your Excellency.
A hound begging for scraps at the Emperor's table. Would you serve another master, hound? You may fulfill your duty as Judge Magister before us all. She has been tried and found guilty.
Your Excellency, I beg you reconsider.
Do it. I care not. Live, Gabranth. Protect the young lord. Protect Lartha.
Forgive me.
Pray be quick.
And so House Solidor lives on.
Let us suppose you approach the Empire with a peaceful resolution. The late Emperor Gramis would have lent you his ear, that much is certain, but we are dealing with vain Solidor. Should the princess return, he would claim her an impostor, or to tempt the resistance into battle. Vayne wants this war, that much is certain. As our ill luck would have it, the man is a military genius.
The dreams have told me thus. To reveal yourself would imperil us all. I see war, and Vayne's name writ bold on history's page.
Arcadia's banners fly high. They are making ready for the coming war. According to our latest reports, the Western Armada prepares for war, under Vayne's command, no less. The newly formed 12th Fleet has already been deployed. Oh yes, the Imperial First Fleet stands ready. They'll be underway as soon as the Odin's refit is complete. And there is more. The 2nd Caravan Expeditionary Force is being called in to replace the missing 8th, so there will be no gaps. The largest force ever seen!
And then, the Nethicite is the coup de grace. Grand Kiltius, your grace. I spoke to you of my succession. Let us put that aside. Should I become Queen of Dalmasca now, powerless as I am, I can protect nothing. With a greater power at my disposal, perhaps then.
It is the Nethicite of which you dream?
I require something far greater.
To wield power against power. Truly, the words of a Hume child.
I am descended from the Dynast King himself.
Indeed. Then you have but one choice. Seek you the other power Wraithwall left.
Does such a thing exist?
Journey across the Paramana Rift to the still shrine of Miriam. There rests the gift he entrusted to the Grand Kiltius of his time. Seek it out. The Sword of Kings can cut through Nethicite. Why he would entrust the power to destroy Nethicite, the instrument of his greatness, to another and not to his own progeny, I cannot say. Awaken Ashelia Benagan, and take up your sword, or your dream will remain but a dream. My dream, too, fades into day.
Larsa leaves the party. For where? I'd like to know, because is he going to return home? With Vayne at the helm now, rather than his father? Especially likely suspecting that, Vayne is responsible. Vayne pulled a very strategic victory in reducing power to the Senate by claiming that there was a coup within the Senate, which technically there was a small resistance within the Senate to weaken the power of the Emperor, because they wanted Lars in charge so that they could control and have Lars as a puppet emperor. So it's not entirely untrue, but then, you know, the head of that plan assassinated the Emperor and then was caught and took his own life. Doubt. And it is now at a point where it's only going to be power against power. Because I highly doubt Vayne would listen to reason. He seems to only want more power, and that can only be bought at the expense of power. At this point. Cid. Larsa has gone to the inner sanctum with the Grand Kiltius. I believe the news of the Emperor's assassination came as something of a shock. Was I overly direct, perhaps? No matter, he's in good hands now. War is now inevitable. Because they have a mighty army. There's very few who could stop Vayne and his empire. So why not use that military to expand and to further one's own seekment of power, or one's own agenda? The only other things that I could think of, I mean, he's removed the Senate, so you can't really move against him politically. He's now a full autocrat. He is now essentially a dictator. All power of governance is his. So you can't move against him politically. You can't move against him legally either, as the power of the judges, literally called judges, fall under his command. You would have to move against him either diplomatically, which does not seem possible. He does not seem open to diplomacy. Militarily, or with espionage. I suppose assassination is up on the list. Maybe you could splinter sub-factions of his army in hopes of getting a general or a judge who is under his command to say, hey, you know, once Vayne's gone, power falls technically to you, is it not? Well, it falls to Larsa, the younger prince. So you could get a faction started who is vying for the younger prince. But the Senate was already vying for the younger prince, and they have been drastically weakened. So he's going to have an unchecked period of expansionism, of where the best you can do is resist. Resist and fight. Alright, let's continue on. Oh, that's a nice looking bow. Look at that.
Yeah.
Burning bow, that's amazing. Vaughn's likely isn't bad either. And, Valthier, can I see your axe? Nice. In fact, let's Swap you over to Ice Shield, swap you to Diamond Shield. Because Balthier needs every last little bit of bonus that he can get. 1,300 damage! Oh boy! The big bada bing. And he attacks so fast! There's an argument that could be made too that swapping him to a time mage, bow only, and the thief class, I forget what it's called, daggers. Daggers has the most amount of speed increases, I believe. I'd have to go in and individually count them. That's how close it is between Bushi and Steel Shrine of Meridium. Okay, it left. But whatever class gives you the most amount of speed increases, which is, I believe, daggers. It might be equal with Bushi. I don't know. To maximize how quickly he just fires that thing would be good. However, that is only for now. I suspect that later I would be very much wanting very much wanting a sword. Bing! Hey. Keep moving south. And this is going to get... This is going to turn into a very... attrition-focused campaign south of how much mana does Braun have at any given moment. We're doing fine for now, but as you all remember from yesterday, the Shrine of Miriam is... Oh wait, no, that's the Still Shrine. Oh, I'm thinking of Feywood, aren't I? Okay, never mind, never mind. I thought we had to go into the deep Feywood to deal with... Are you serious, Mom? Balthier has fallen. Of course Balthier has fallen. Echo Herbs, Fran. Piss off. Echo Herbs, Fran. In fact, I got the golden amulet, which I really like. Raise. Are you not? You're silenced again. I'm so tired. So tired of the silencing. There we go. Bada bing. Face Stone. And we've got both of our mages under silence, because God forbid that they ever... Ooh, Echo Herb. Ash, swap back out with Balthier. I said... He's doing something. Having Vox casted on her. Okay, that's good. Now able to be swapped. Althea back. Head to the Still Shrine. And let's see what kind of power we get in here, because I still feel like our greatest gap in power is between the next area and this one. Bum, bum, bum. Save. We are at the Still Shrine. His Excellency has... God, that's a big bow. I'm just looking at it now, bouncing around, and like... It's the size of Fran. Guilty, yes. As of our own record, the doors part for one with blessing of Grand Kiltias, graceful and merciful Father, watch over you, Faram. They let us in. Hey, let's see what's inside. Still Shrine of Miriam. And if I start getting silenced again, I'm going to take off the gold amulet that's giving her double points. It's giving Fran double points. And I'm going to replace it with the amulet that prevents silence. Okay, we nearly one-shot the things in here so far. That's a good sign.